Can you tan at home in just 5 minutes per day with a light bulb that costs well under $100? I believe the answer is yes, and I'm going to show you exactly how in this video. So I recently found myself looking a little bit pale when I was looking in the mirror, and there's two reasons for it. One, I'm spending quite a bit of time inside because I'm working, and the other reason is that when I am off, often it's not sunny outside. Now, I did first think I could go to a tanning salon, but there was two problems I was facing here. One, it's very expensive, but secondly, when I looked at the type of bulbs that they were using at these salons, it stood out for me that there's something wrong with them that's actually making them not healthy for you, and I'll elaborate on that further when we get into the setup. Now, I know there are many people who believe that the sun is bad for you, so everything from this point on in this video is purely because I'm extremely vain and I want to have high vitamin D levels, I want to boost my immune system, I want to be well tanned so people respect me, my dog listens to me when I whistle, and everything after this point you should completely ignore if you want to stay a pasty lizard. Which is funny because we're actually going to be using a reptile bulb in this setup. So the problem I was facing with the tanning salons, apart from being expensive, the type of bulbs that they use have very high concentrations of ultraviolet light and very little to no red and near infrared. Now, what happens in nature? The sun would always warm our skin up with red and near infrared light. So in the morning time when there's a sunrise, there's lots of red and near infrared, but ultraviolet light doesn't pop up until later in the day. So this red and near infrared light helps to prepare the melanin in your skin so that you don't burn later. But if you just go straight to a tanning salon, that's like not warming up before you have to play a tennis match against Djokovic. And that's when I discovered the Solar Glow bulbs from Exoterra. You can find these on Amazon. They're around $60. And they are actually designed for reptiles so that they can increase their vitamin D levels. Now, when it comes to how long to use this bulb, it's going to depend person to person. So I personally am doing 5 minutes a session. I'm doing it around 18 to 24 inches away. But if you're someone who burns very easily, or if you haven't been spending much time outside, you'll probably want to look at sessions somewhere between 1 and 3 minutes. These bulbs can burn you. It's just like sunlight, and if you use it irresponsibly, it won't be a good thing. Now, you could just use this bulb by itself, but the one extra hack that I have found is by doing red light therapy before. So I do 5 minutes of red light therapy with my My Light Pro, and then I use the Solar Glow for 5 minutes. That drastically reduces the burn. I find my skin is not as red, and it goes a lot more of a golden brown color. And we've seen in clinical studies that when people do red light therapy before ultraviolet light, they see much less burning. So the pictures up here are from a clinical study where they had a person do red light therapy on one leg, and then they exposed both of their legs to ultraviolet light. And as you can see, there's a drastic difference in the erythema or burning that happens in the leg that wasn't treated with red light therapy. If you do want to find out more about the other benefits associated with red light therapy, I've done a video over here where we cover the different benefits in a timeline. So what would you experience on the first session, and what would you experience as the weeks and months go by?